Good evening, everyone. This is Rodney with the Triton Wave Market Outlook for Friday, September 21st, 2012. Let's start off by looking at the S&P on the chart on the left and the Aussie Yen cross on the right. They're both dailies, and I wanted to show you this long green candle right here is Bernanke and the Fed's infusion of $40 billion a month into the capital system. This green candle is Mario Draghi's infusion in Europe, and this candle right here is the Bank of Japan's infusion of probably close to $1 trillion. Okay, so the Dow went up on Bernanke, the Dow went up on the ECB with Draghi, and it went flat 1, 2, 3 days, and you would expect the Dow to go up another 100, 200, 250 points on the Bank of Japan announcement, but in fact it was up during the night and then it quickly collapsed. So things come in threes apparently, and this third salvo looks like to me like the end of the line. If we look at and see a comparative chart on the Aussie Yen cross, this is the Fed movement. This blue candle is a European movement at the European ECB, and this candle right here is the Bank of Japan announcement. So already the Aussie Yen cross had a low of 80.92, which has already taken out the Europe as far as risk on risk off goes. It's already taking out. It has already taken out the European move, and is heading, it looks like, to take out the Bernanke move. So what does this mean for if you look at the Aussie Yen cross as a forward lead indicator, as I do, then you're looking for the S&P just as a snapback in that direction, which puts it back to 1433 and maybe even 1400. So we'll see what happens. It's obviously not doing anything Thursday and Friday. If it does, it'll be a small miracle because it's quadruple probably riching too. Quadruple witching on Friday, which involves futures and options on futures. Okay, another kind of what I consider a nail in the coffin for this rally is on the left-hand chart is a daily of, as I said, a daily of the ES. On the right-hand chart is a daily of the transportations. The transportations were down 141 points today, and that wasn't even the low. It had a low of another 15 points. So in the last 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days, while the Dow has gone completely sideways, the transportations have gone from 52.13 down to 49.62. So you do the math. It's taken out the low. It's taken out the. It's right at the lows achieved on September 5th, which is the same low before any of the announcements that happened in the Fed, the ECB, and the Bank of Japan. This does not look to me. This is not a good signal. You can't have the market moving up if you don't have transportations and you don't have the banking system, and the banks have been going down steadily, as well as the transportation. So that was the only thing that's going up. Also, if we look at the vol spread, it was down the last half of the last hour of the day. You can see how it finished on the downside. The only upside, actually, Monday it was down, Tuesday it was down, finished on the low of the day. Wednesday it was up slightly, not really with any kind of assertion. And Thursday it was down again. So if the market doesn't actually tank on Friday, which is kind of like an outside possibility, but given the fact that there are so many arbitrage things going on with option expirations and triple witching, probably won't happen. But look for a decline starting Monday. So if you have any long positions, I would seriously consider lightening up on all of them. All right. So in addition to the S&P holding this inside trend line, and it came up and it hit it once again tonight. And right now it's at it's a little late. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock Central Time on Thursday evening. It came up. It hit the trend line, the inside trend line, the year-old trend line. But I wanted you to notice that one of the things about these waves, if you can pick them out, and it takes some observation sometimes to do that, is that I look for non-confirmations, like on T1 and T2 and T3. This is the first move. This is the first bank. This is the Fed move right here. This is the European move, and this was the non-Bank of Japan move. Okay, so we have a non-confirmation. This is the cash is a higher high from here to here, and a non-confirmation on the waves, both on T1, T1 a lower wave here, T2 a lower wave, T3 a lower wave. And the way the waves work is once you get a non-confirmation, as soon as you get a confirmation the next time, that is 95% of the time that is a sell signal. So this is a non-confirmation, and this lower low and this lower low is a confirmation. This never went above zero on the 21-minute chart. On T1, T2, T3, and actually T4 is, let me see if that ever went below zero today. It almost went below zero. It just kicked up at the end of the day a little bit. But you can see it's trending in that direction. All right, Goldman Sachs is starting to turn a little bit, even down. It's still, the waves still look okay, but it needs to come back to the 233 moving average, which is about 109. And it's 114 on the 21. 109 would put it a little bit below that. But you can see it crossed down on T1 on T4 on September 18th, and it continues to stay down. So I like that. I like that as a short-term short position. Buy puts October 70% delta, 0.70 delta. Amazon is moving sideways to up. Was down 87 cents today. I had a 1272 extension target of 268. That's still in place. No reason to believe that's not going to happen. We'll take another look at it after that. Baidu still looks good on the downside. No change on that. Netflix. Netflix looked like it was starting to go down again, and part of the daily wave 1 went down below zero. Wave 2 is still below zero, but it's moving up. It's kind of like treading the shallow end of the pool here. It did give a signal on yesterday, which was today's Thursday, on Wednesday for a short-term buy. But because T5 on the daily is so far buried under zero that I don't see this making much progress on the upside. I still like Netflix on the downside. This short-term wave right here on T1 is going to run out of steam, and we're going to be back down again. Apple is showing signs of being tired. I still think it's going to, it'll probably, because of all the puts and calls that are around 700, it's got a lot of volume there. It'll probably pin at 700, and if the market moves down, it'll probably move down with the market. So I'm not sure about that target that we had about 722. I'm putting that on hold because T1 on the 21-minute cash, T1, T2, and T3 are beginning to go below zero. So I'm a little more cautious on Apple to the upside than I was post expiration. In other words, if it had started moving up already, then that would have been a better target. But it's if the market moves down, it's definitely going to move down with the market. So MasterCard keeps surprising to the upside. I don't know where it's getting its energy from, but it started the day off at down 4 points. Then from 447 it went all the way up to 459, and then came down. It was negative, and then it went up again. I don't know what's going on with that stock. It's not really giving a good indication on the waves one way or the other. So I'm neutral on MasterCard right now. I like GLD. It's just taking a pause before it looks like it's up, sideways, to up, then up, sideways. There's no reason why this won't take another leg up. The blue line on T5, the dark blue line is above zero. The dark blue line on 21-minute is very, very high above zero. Take a lot of effort to knock this blue line below zero. So positive on GLD. It looks like it wants to take out at least 174 and then maybe even 183. But wait for a retracement before you get back in. Don't chase it at these levels. Actually, it's been going sideways for like 4 days now. I would rate for a small retracement, 170, 168 area. Google, another surprise that just wants to keep taking off. Its all-time high back in November of 2007 was, it looks like 748, and it's 728 right now. So that could happen in a heartbeat. It looks like it wants to go up and test that. It's definitely above its 3-year trend line. So is it 3 years? It's a 3-year trend line, yeah. So let's do a 1272 extension on that and see what we get. It's already past the 1272. And the 1618 is 739. So what do we say? I missed that number again. So it actually may do 743, 748. It's a real possibility. Lastly, but not least, some people are asking about Lululemon. It's got a really beautiful pattern for like a long-term short or a long-term hold. It's a high in April. This first major wave, the T1 went below zero, and then kept you short until August 14th, and then it just like took off. And on the August 14th, on the 21-minute chart, August 14th is back. Oops, let me see here. Is right in here. So this went long. This went long August 14th, right in here, went across to 377. So that would have been a really nice run from 57 to the present 75. We'll watch that. It's looking a little peaky right here. So I think it's mainly moving with the market, but it also looks like it is having some independent moves. That's all I have right now. Good luck trading, and I will see you at the next update. Have fun with with quadruple expiration tomorrow. Good luck trading. Bye.